Your brain has been hacked. And I'm not being dramatic. I mean, literally programmed since childhood to keep you stuck in the exact same place you are right now. Think I'm wrong? Answer this. How many times have you had the same exact conversation with yourself about making a change and then nothing happened? Same goal, different year. Same dream, same excuses, same life. That's not laziness, that's not bad luck, that's conditioning. And it runs so deep, you don't even see the bars on the cage anymore. Here's what nobody tells you. The prison isn't your job, your bank account, or your circumstances. The prison is in your mind. And right now, you're going to learn exactly how they built it, why you can't see it, and most importantly, how to break out. Because once you see this, you can't unsee it. And everything changes. First thing, and this is the big one, you've been conditioned your entire life to ask for permission. Think about it. From kindergarten to your last job, every single system you've been part of required you to raise your hand, ask to speak, request time off, get approval for your ideas. School taught you to sit down, shut up, and wait your turn. College taught you to follow the syllabus and don't question the professor. Your job teaches you to stay in your lane and don't rock the boat. And now, as an adult, you're literally waiting for someone to give you permission to chase your dreams. Nobody's coming to give you that permission, bro. There's no principal, no boss, no authority figure that's going to tap you on the shoulder and say, okay, now you can go start that business. Or, okay, now you can make that change. You want to start a YouTube channel? You don't need permission. You want to switch careers? You don't need permission. You want to move cities, cut off toxic people, completely reinvent yourself? You don't need anyone's permission. But here's the trap. You've been conditioned for so long to seek approval that even when there's nobody to ask, you create imaginary gatekeepers in your head. What will people think? What if I'm not qualified? What if it's not the right time? Those are just echoes of your conditioning. Break it. The only permission you need is your own. The moment you realize that nobody's coming to save you and nobody's coming to stop you, that's when you're actually free to move. Second thing, and this one's crucial, your brain's primary job isn't to make you happy or successful. It's to keep you alive. And to your primitive brain, alive means safe, and safe means the same as yesterday. This is why change feels so hard. It's not that you're lazy or weak-willed, it's that your brain interprets any deviation from routine as a potential threat. New job, threat. New city, threat. New relationship, threat. Starting a business, your brain thinks you're about to get eaten by a tiger. So what does it do? It floods you with anxiety, doubt, and fear. It makes you focus on everything that could go wrong. It whispers maybe next year, or you're not ready yet, or what if you fail? And here's the insidious part, your brain will make staying stuck feel logical. It'll give you perfectly rational sounding reasons why now isn't the time. The economy's bad. You don't have enough savings. You need more experience first. All of it designed to keep you exactly where you are. But here's what you need to understand. Comfort is a slow death. Every day you spend in your comfort zone is a day you're not growing. And if you're not growing, you're dying. Not physically, but mentally, spiritually, potentially. The solution? You have to actively train your brain to associate change with reward instead of threat. Start small. Take one uncomfortable action every single day. Cold shower, conversation with a stranger, posting content online, applying to that dream job even though you're not qualified. Each time you do something uncomfortable and survive, you're literally rewiring your neural pathways. You're teaching your brain, oh, discomfort doesn't kill us. Actually, discomfort leads to growth. Over time, your tolerance for discomfort expands. Things that used to terrify you become normal. And that's when real change becomes possible. Third point, and this is going to make you mad, Society is invested in keeping you stuck. I'm not talking conspiracy nonsense, I'm talking about basic incentive structures. Think about it. If you're confident and self sufficient, you don't buy as much stuff. You don't need the new car to feel valuable. You don't need the designer clothes to feel worthy. You don't stress buy to fill the void. But if you're insecure and stuck, you're the perfect consumer. You'll buy the self help book, the online course, the gym membership you'll never use, the productivity app, the motivational poster, all searching for external solutions to internal problems. And it's not just products. Stuck people are politically easier to manage. They're too stressed about their own lives to question authority. They're too tired from their dead-end jobs to organize or mobilize. They're too distracted by entertainment to pay attention to what's actually happening. Your self-doubt isn't accidental. It's been carefully cultivated. Media shows you unrealistic standards you'll never meet. Social media shows you highlight reels that make you feel behind. News media keeps you scared and anxious. All of it designed to keep you consuming, complying, and staying small. The antidote: stop outsourcing your self-worth. Stop looking for external validation. Stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Your value isn't determined by Instagram likes, your job title, your relationship status, or your bank account. You decide your worth. And the moment you internalize that, truly internalize it, you become dangerous. Because now you can't be manipulated. You can't be sold to. You can't be controlled. Build your confidence from the inside out. Set a goal. Hit it. Set another. Hit it. Stack evidence that you're capable. Over time, that evidence becomes unshakable self-belief, and that self-belief is what allows you to make moves while everyone else stays paralyzed. Fourth thing, and I'm guilty of this too, we've been conditioned to worship potential instead of progress. We love the idea of who we could become more than the work of actually becoming it. You've seen this in yourself, right? You get hyped about a new goal. You make the plan, you buy the equipment, you tell your friends. You feel amazing because you're imagining the future version of yourself that's already successful. And then you don't actually do the work because the fantasy felt so good that reality feels disappointing by comparison. This is by design. Society loves potential because potential is safe. Potential doesn't threaten the status quo. Potential doesn't require anyone to change. You can have unlimited potential and still be stuck exactly where you are. But progress is dangerous. Progress means you're actually changing. Progress means you might succeed and make other people feel bad about their own stagnation. Progress means you might fail publicly and prove you're not as special as everyone said. So we stay in the planning phase, forever researching, forever preparing, forever almost ready to start. We collect certifications, read books, watch videos, take courses, all while never actually doing the thing. Here's the shift. Fall in love with progress, not potential. Stop asking, what could I become? And start asking, what did I do today? Track the work, not the outcome. Count the reps, the hours, the attempts, because progress is the only thing you can control. You can't control whether your business succeeds, but you can control whether you made 10 sales calls today. You can't control whether you get the job, but you can control whether you applied to 20 companies this week. You can't control whether your content goes viral, but you can control whether you posted consistently for 90 days. Potential is an excuse to stay comfortable. Progress is proof you're moving. Choose progress every time. Fifth point, and this is the deepest one. The strongest chains keeping you stuck are the ones you forged yourself. I'm talking about your identity. You've told yourself a story about who you are. I'm not a morning person. I'm bad with money. I'm shy. I'm not creative. And now you're trapped in that story because changing would mean admitting you were wrong about yourself. But here's the truth. You're not discovering who you are. You're deciding who you are. Every single day, your identity isn't fixed. It's a story you're telling yourself, and you have the power to rewrite it at any moment. Think about who you were 5 years ago. Different opinions, different habits, different goals, right? That person evolved into current you, which means current you can evolve into someone completely different in the next 5 years, but only if you're willing to let go of the story. The problem is, your current identity feels safe because it's familiar, even if it's limiting you, even if it's making you miserable. There's comfort in knowing who you are, even if who you are is stuck. But what if you just decided to be different? What if you stopped saying, I'm not a morning person, and just started waking up at 5 a.m. until it became true? What if you stopped saying, I'm bad with money, and just started budgeting until